Hey everybody, my name is Josh Geary and I am the General Manager for the United States Independent Wrestling Federation. Well, let's go ahead and call it USIWF Pro Wrestling here in Winston-Salem, Kernersville, Greensboro, Triad area of North Carolina. And we've got a new web series that we're going to try to start doing. Try to give you guys a heads up on what we're doing training-wise here at the training facility, what we've got event-wise coming up, where you can see some of the USIWF Pro Wrestling trainees in action, where you can also see some of the old USIWF stars. I use that term very lightly. Jimmy Parker, Mark James, let's see, Lee Storm, Joe Storm, Scrapyard Dog, Willie G, all those guys. See where you can keep up with them. And any special events that we've got coming up, we've got quite a few. So let's go ahead and move on to our first interview that we've got scheduled for this show. All right, so here we are with one of the USIWF Pro Wrestling Training Facilities trainees, Mr. Amazing, Michael Spencer, which Michael actually had his pro wrestling debut this past weekend, May 30th, 2015, in Greensboro, North Carolina for New School Wrestling. Michael, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing wonderful. Josh, and yourself?
Man, living the dream, baby, living the dream. So you had your debut for New School Wrestling. Tell the audience a little bit about it.
Yes, it was a one-on-one bout, one fall, against D-Man, Ringo Tigre. And it was a very close match, and it was a great crowd. The crowd loved it. Pretty much all I can really say about it. It was a great match, and it was on point.
Gringo Tigre had you tied up there a little bit. So.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So I did hear a little bit of good feedback from you, good intensity. You've got some potential. I heard a lot of good things. So your first match going out there, it was a really hot crowd. It was like the old ECW crowds of the mid to late 90s. It was insane. It was at an Insight Center in Greensboro, which is for troubled youth, sober teens, drug use, personal demons kind of thing, trying to set these kids on the right path, and they were definitely ready for it. It was called Sober Slam. Yeah, they do it once a year, and Michael got a pretty good ovation. I think you even got a kiss from somebody in the crowd.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. But yeah, the crowd was just great. They were very involved in our match, and they really fed into the action very well.
Awesome.
Really awesome.
So Michael Spencer, Mr. Amazing, had his debut at New School Wrestling this past Saturday, May 30th. Now, of course, obviously, our upcoming show, our secret show, on June 14th. Unfortunately, Michael will not be able to make it, but he will be here in spirit, cheering on all his other trainees here. So definitely expect to see a little bit more of Mr. Amazing in the future for USIWF, and maybe even further down the road on TV, possibly.
You never know.
Fingers crossed.
You never know.
All right. USIWF Pro Wrestling and Training Facility here in Kernersville, North Carolina, which if you don't know the address, all the information is on the website, www.usiwf.com. Go under the Training School tab. It has information about our classes, when we have training, and any special events that we have coming up. The address is 1309 Unit A, South Park Drive in Kernersville. It's real easy to find, right off of 66 in Kernersville, between Business 40 and I-40. We're down in South Park number 2. We're around the back, all the way at the end. Usually have the dock door open. You can't miss us. But anyway, we have some pretty big things coming up. So our next big thing, June 14th, the secret show. So we call it the secret show because it's only for trainees, friends, and family, and our Facebook fans, YouTube subscribers, and anybody that's attached to us on social media that wants to come and check us out. It's here at the training facility, June 14th. Bell time is at 1 o'clock. We've already got some exciting matches lined up. We have a family feud match going on where we have USIWF trainee Dylan taking on his cousin, the New Era, Jimmy Parker. That's right, you heard it. His debut singles match against his cousin and one half of the Brutes. So it's going to be brutal. We've also got Thomas Walker versus the second half of the Brutes, Mark James. A lot more North Carolina vets are supposed to be here. Scrapyard Dog, Jacob Ryan, Chris T&T Taylor, Joe Storm, Lee Storm. It's going to be exciting. We're probably going to have standing room only. Chairs are first come, first serve. It's only $2 to get in the door. What is your excuse? If you're watching this video, you should be here. It's the debut for a lot of these trainees. They're eager, chomping at the bit to show everybody what they've been learning and to show that, they can kick a little tail. You know what I mean? All right? So with that, hey, let's check in with one of them right now. All right, so here we are with one of the USIWF Pro Wrestling Training Facilities trainees, Mr. Thomas Walker, who actually makes his debut June 14th at our secret show against one half of the Brutes, Mark James, which is a pretty tall order. Thomas, do you think you're up for it, man?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's a big challenge, but I called him out myself. I wanted the challenge. I think it's going to be great for me. Good debut match. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I always say go big or go home, and you can't really get much bigger than the Brutes when it comes to North Carolina independent wrestling, that's for sure. So you're kind of a big guy, dude. You're not one of these little skinny minis, so it's not like he's going to come in and just be able to totally wipe the floor with you. But it's going to be tough, man. I've heard those forearms are a little tough to take. Are you? Have you been doing anything special training-wise to kind of ready yourself for that?
I mean, I have been getting whipped in training. You know, it's tough, but you know, I've had vets telling me, watch out for him, watch out for him, watch out for him. I don't know why you called him out, but you know, I'm looking forward to it. Forearms, I've taken a hit before, so
nice. Yeah, Thomas is one of our, what we like to call our everyday trainees. The door's open. He's here ready to roll. He's definitely been putting in some work, so he's definitely ready to show his stuff. June 14th, 1 o'clock bell time, man. Good luck to you.
I appreciate it.
I've known Mark for a few years, and he's not going to go light on you, but hey, it's definitely a heck of a welcome to the business, brother.
Let's do it.
All right?
I'm looking forward to it.
Wow. So as you can see, the USIWF Pro Wrestling Training Facility has got a lot going on for it right now. We've got a lot of new trainees. We got some new people starting. We've got a lot of events coming up. June 14th, a lot of these guys are going to make their debut. Some have already made their debut. Some are returning. You never know who you're going to see here. We're here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. Door open at 6. Training starts at 6:30. We usually wrap up about 9:30. And then on Sundays, open gym. Door opens at 12:30. Training starts at 1. That's also when we're having our secret show, our July 12th Gunner Seminar. You might see some of these guys. You might even see some other people that you know from the independent circuit in North Carolina. You never know who's going to walk through those doors. But depending on how this goes, if you guys like it, we'll keep doing videos. We may do them weekly. We may do them every week. Maybe every month. Depends on what we got going on. But we're trying to keep you updated on everything that is happening here at the USIWF Pro Wrestling Training Facility. Can I say that any more times, gentlemen? Where are we at? Lady? UF Pretty. We wrestling, baby. Yeah!